What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana back at you with another YouTube video. So since the Pokemon Journeys anime likes to keep pushing the finale of the Masters 8 further and further back, I figured I might as well just go over the latest episode that we got, which is episode 127, that centers all around Go and Cinderace. So in case you wanted to skip this episode and just get a quick recap and of course my thoughts and review on it, then just keep on watching. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button because it helps you girl out. And of course, if you're a Pokemon fan, give this video a thumbs up so that we can push it out into the YouTube algorithm so that more Pokemon fans can see it. And if you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link in the description down below to my link tree that leads to my merch store, as well as all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But let's hop into episode 127. So episode 127 is titled Go and Cinderace, the Place of Beginnings, and takes place the day before the Masters 8 tournament finals. And within the first couple of minutes of the episode, we find out that Leon, along with Professor Magnolia and Sonia, have something to show Ash and Go. Turns out this something is literally Eternatus. And it looks like Leon has been working with making it more comfortable around people and vice versa. Since they say that people should probably get used to living alongside Eternatus, considering he's not going anywhere since he's literally connected to every Pokemon in the region due to his Dynamax energy. So since it seems that Eternatus is calmed down and isn't trying to wreak havoc on the entire region, Go is like, you know what, Leon? Go ahead and keep him. It seems like you're doing a good job training it. I don't know about you guys, but this does kind of seem like bad news for my boy Ash because it looks like Leon might be using Eternatus to absolutely wreck him in the final battle. But that was just the first couple of minutes of the episode. Majority of the episode really centers around Go and Cinderace and how far they've come over time. They end up reuniting with some old friends, aka the little pack of Nickets, who have turned over a new leaf and are no longer trying to steal from people but are actually helping them. But maybe that's because we're introduced to a new set of thieves, which is the Galarian Meowths and their evolutions Berserker, who actually end up teaming up with Team Rocket, which honestly seems kind of fitting. But naturally, Ash and Go have to put a stop to Team Rocket's evil plans. However, since this is a Go and Cinderace centered episode, of course Cinderace steps up and takes the lead in the battle. Throughout the battle, we're introduced to a ton of Galar Pokemon that haven't been introduced into the anime yet, which I feel like was probably the main motive for this episode, is to give some other Galar Pokemon some screen time. But regardless, the battle was pretty entertaining. Of course, our heroes come out victorious and ends up forgiving the pack of Meowths and Berserkers and end up sharing the food that they got as a reward from the public. We end off this episode with the random bomb that Go is not actually going to be present for the Masters 8 final battle, since he's being called away for Project Mew. So my final thoughts on this episode are that it was just okay. I mean, at the end of the day, it was just kind of a recap episode with some new Pokemon thrown in, and I really didn't like the way that they rushed the fact that Go wasn't going to be there for the final battle. I did like the beginning of the episode where they brought Eternatus back, just because it makes me more excited for the final battle, because it makes me wonder if Leon is actually going to use Eternatus against Ash, which that would be kind of crazy, but also Ash would stand no chance against an Eternatus. So overall, I would probably have to give this episode like a 3.5 out of 10, just because, like I said, for the most part, it was just a recap episode, which are probably my least favorite episodes. Which, unfortunately, not only is the anime taking a week break, so we're not even gonna get an episode next week, but the episode after that is yet another recap episode. So it's gonna be a hot minute before we get into the actual final battle. But of course, I would love to hear your thoughts on this episode and the anime so far, so feel free to leave those down below in the comments. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you do want to check out the merch store, feel free to click the link down below in the description that leads to my link tree so you can see not only my merch store, but all my other socials as well. But that's gonna be it for me today. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!